Hi everyone and welcome to the Sunday show. I'm KUHINOOR. Thank you for joining me. We had a great first guest, Shaheen Hassan, who was on The Apprentice. What a lovely, lovely guy. But I've got someone very special here. You know him. His name is Mr. ISLAH. And he's just, if we cut to him, you'll see that he's just putting some Vaseline on his lips and moisturising. So he is the writer, director, actor for the Cornershop movie. And I've watched it and it's fantastic. And he's here to talk about his time doing the movie. Hello, ISLAH.
What's going on?
How the lips?
No, they get, because the weather changed, yeah, it just gets a bit dry, you know.
Yeah. Can you do it in an Australian accent, please? Sorry.
I am Australian. What do you mean in accent? I am from Australia, straight from Brisbane. I just got my flight and moved here.
Right.
You know, and I've come straight.
Well, where did you really grow up?
In Brisbane.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm joking. I'm from Tower Hamlets. You know, I grew up in Tower Hamlets.
But you're not.
This is my accent from Tower Hamlets.
That sounds like an American accent.
No, this is American. When you want to talk American, it's like, there's a complete difference. Come on, you gotta know that. Come on, man.
I love it. I love your accents. Hello and welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Let's start off proper, man.
Walaikum. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm so pleased you're here. I've watched the Cornershop movie, and first of all, I was just like, how did he do this? Especially because I know that you had no budget for it. And I was just like, how did someone, I mean, I saw that you used drones and I was like, how? And it was incredible, right?
Thank you,
I really, really enjoyed it. And I watched all the bloopers. I watched all the little snippets that you had on YouTube around the movie. And I was like super proud. So well done.
Thank you, man. I wish my mum would say that.
Oh, don't say that. Anyway, for those who don't know what the Cornershop movie is about, and look, we know that you've had a series, and this was like the finale, right? But for those who don't know, can you just give a little bit of an insight into what the movie's about?
So Cornershop Show is a series that I started with zero budget. And it's been going on for 6 years. It's a comedy series based around a young British Bangladeshi boy who runs his father's corner shop. And each episode kind of shows his journey, his kind of struggles in his personal life, in his work life. And it's been literally, like I said, it's been going on for 6 years. And the last episode was in the format of a feature film. Because when I got to that point, I was like, okay, I need to give this the send-off it deserves. Yeah. I'm going to go all out.
But why did you decide this was going to be the last one?
Oh, no, I was bored, innit? Yeah.
What? What do you mean?
I think it just came to a point where I was like, narratively, it came to like a climax, and I'll be getting old, man. Look at my beard. This is how long my beard's been getting since I've been filming. Yeah, like it just got to a point where like, okay, I need to kind of conclude this. I want to move on to something fresh. Yeah. It's a struggle, man. Making it on a zero budget. When I started, I was 21 or something. Yeah. Now I've got so many things to pay for, like rent and whatnot. You got to start thinking like practically in there. So, but it came to a point where it was like my Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came to an end. And it felt like it just felt right. Yeah. And a lot of people, ironically, they say to me that they grew up with the series. Like my barber now, he's 10 years younger than me. He's cutting my hair and he's like, bro, I used to watch Cornershop in year 7. Now I'm like, I finished school and he's done college and everything. He's going uni. Amazing. And he's like, I grew up with your series. So.
Amazing. So one of the things that I loved about it was...
One of the things?
Oh, I said one.
Hour, 40 minutes, it should be more than one thing you like.
No, not one thing, one of the things. One of the things that I loved about it was the singing.
Okay.
Right? And what do you call it? A dance off or a sing off?
It's called a riff off.
A riff off?
Yeah. So a riff is when like it's a type of it's like when Indians do ups.
Right.
I mean? But I got it from a movie called Pitch Perfect. So it's based like a dance battle, singing battle thing.
Yeah.
And I watched a lot of Glee when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I watched Pitch Perfect, and I really wanted to do this like singing battle thing.
Yeah.
And throughout the series, there's songs in every episode. So I learned how to beatbox and I learned how to sing, and I actually get it from my dad. So my dad actually sings in Bangla.
Really?
Yeah. He actually comes to the show sometimes.
Amazing.
But I got it from him, and then like just been vocally trained. And it's.
And can you sing in Bangla?
I can't. I can barely like speak Shuddha, man. Come on.
Really?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
But your singing voice is amazing.
Thank you, man. I mean, I'm not like a a signed artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just do it. I do it because I can't afford to pay for beats, and you know what I mean. So I learned how to beatbox. I can't afford to be paying. Do you know what I mean? So I was in the studio for like 6 months for that particular part of the movie. I was in the studio for 6 months.
With Sonorello, right?
Yeah, it was Sonna. She's a really big artist.
Oh my goodness.
And then she got her producer from LA to come down, and he produces for like Neo and Brandy and Will Smith. So I was under a lot of pressure when I was recording, but they literally wanted to get every single note right.
Yeah.
And it was fun because I got to do all the songs that I wanted. You know, I directed all of it, and then the shoot they came, had a ton of extras, kind of you know, being part of the scene as well.
What was that song? Is it Like a Malik?
Yeah, it was like a G6. I remixed it. Yeah. There's a few Bangla songs in the series.
Yeah.
There's actually a few Bangla songs in Siliti. So I do actually sing in Siliti, but
Can you give us
it's
an
not
example?
Nah, man, you gotta watch the show. Give me some views, innit? Give me some views. Don't give me. I'm not giving you a live show. Give me some views, man.
Okay, so I like that. I also enjoyed the fight scene.
Yes.
Okay. And when I read that you guys did everything, there was no like special effects.
Yes.
You actually did the fighting.
Yeah. So basically, my mum's brother, my mama, he trains in Korean military martial arts, and he took me under his wing when I was 18. So he taught me literally, I'd like to say everything he knows, but he hasn't. I haven't got to that stage yet. But he taught me a lot, and I really wanted to incorporate, he plays a character in the series as well. So I wanted to incorporate that in the last episode. And it was like a build up to the final fight, the villain and everything. And me and the boys, we trained for, I'd say, just under a year, just to kind of choreograph the fight.
A year?
And get into shape as well. Yeah, literally. Just under a year we trained. And he choreographed the whole fight scene for us. But there was literally no gloves, no guards, no pads, nothing. Literally.
Did you get hurt?
We got hurt. We got bruised. We got hurt. But we just wanted to do authentic. We went for like an old school Jackie Chan style. Everything has to be done.
Yeah.
And you know, the only parts we had to fake was, you know, hitting the face because, you know, we ain't got insurance out here. So.
And you managed to get so many like influencers.
Yeah.
How do you manage it? Do you just
there's a
call
thing
them
called blackmail. So I use that a lot, and I'm joking. No, literally, you know, a lot of in the industry, everyone's kind of friends, man. Or if we're not friends, we just kind of seen each other, worked with each other, or we just know of each other, and it's just a collaborative thing. You just give them a call and I say, look, I'm doing this. Would you like to be a part of it? Yeah, I'm free on this date, and we just work around it. And that's literally it. That's literally it.
And everyone literally drops everything they're doing.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't drop everything they're doing. Like, you know, they find a day they're free.
You've actually got so many people together.
Yeah. No, it's you know, it's a project, and it's a sign of unity. You know, it's a YouTube platform. People go on YouTube. Young people go on YouTube. People that can't afford a Netflix subscription like me. I use someone else's like login. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they go on YouTube. Yeah, and they watch this, and it's like a community project. So it's like it was fun for the followers to see all their favorite faces in one place, and they wouldn't necessarily collaborate on their own. So it was nice the fact that I was able to bring them together to please everyone. One
of the things that I was discussing with Shaheen in our earlier
man, I should have gone on The Apprentice, bro.
Really?
You should have made some more money out of that, man. How am I making movies for free? That guy's like smartly dressed, got a fat watch. I've got some Daniel Wellington discount code. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, you were saying?
No, but one of the things that he was talking about was social media, that people do see snippets of people's lives. And when I look at yours, I think, wow, this guy, he's been successful. You don't see the hard work, the grit.
It's all a lie, bro. It's all a lie. There's no success. Trust me, there's no success.
No, but what is it really like, you know, to do something like this?
It's a struggle, man. It's a struggle. Financially, it's a struggle. You know, when you choose an industry like mine, you're literally sacrificing a lot, and you have to have a lot of motivation and willpower to think, okay, I'm gonna do this. You know, to make a movie for free and then release it for free, like that takes a lot out of you. Do you know what I mean? There's people know, but they don't know the extent until you're actually on set with us and you go through what we go through. You'll never understand. But there's so many people that I know, you know, graft as well in their own way, whether they're artists or whether they're actors or whether they're, you know, behind the scenes. But it's true. You only post the final product on Instagram because no one posts anything other than their highlights on Instagram. Otherwise, what is it for? You know, if your whole feed was full of people saying I'm depressed, I'm sad, I just broke up with my girlfriend. It's just boring, isn't it? Like people won't do that. But it's hard to kind of.
How do you manage that though? Because the reason I'm asking you this is there's a lot of young people that do look up to you and they see the success and they see, my goodness, these thousands and thousands of people following you. How do you manage the graft and the disappointments?
I don't know, man. You know, when you have to, it's it doesn't start overnight. You know, when you choose to be on a platform like this, you have to accept that there's a lot of negativity out in the world. And I didn't realize that until I put myself online, and there was people easily just on a keyboard saying whatever they might say. And you have to be open to that and have a shield and think, okay, everyone has an opinion. You know, you just, it's tough, man. It's not everyone can do it, but I always encourage people, if you really want to, you know, you can.
Let's talk about that then. Let's talk about young people. They're at home and they want to follow a career, you know, want to have a career that is creative, that not necessarily will give you money straight away, and may not, right? What would you say to them?
Don't tell your mum and dad, because like, they're not going to approve anyway. Do it behind their backs. I'm joking. Listen, no, in all honesty, if you come from an ethnic minority background and maybe your culture doesn't support it, and it might be hard. It is really hard to pursue something when your family don't approve, which was initially the start for me. Everyone was like, you know, worried about me. What's he going to do? Where's he going to end up? And, you know, he's chasing a career that's just, you know, a dead end. But if you can work hard, not just work hard, if you can work smart, it will work out for you. And yeah, there isn't money immediately, but you have to work smart. Like, I didn't do this just out of the blue. I was literally behind a cash desk. I was working in retail. Literally, I used to mop floors in Peacocks.
Really?
Yeah. This is what I used to do. I used to mop floors in Peacocks. Yeah, I then moved to, I got a job in Zara behind the till every weekend while I was in college and uni, and I was saving up. Why did I save up? I was saving up for camera equipment. That's what I was doing. People don't know this, right? And then I worked in the Apple store. And when I worked in the Apple store, I met so many other creatives. And Apple store is just full of like people that wanted to do something but never pursued it. And I just literally said, you do this, can you help me with this? And some of the crew are actually from my old job, Then it got to a point where I was so busy that I couldn't like do the retail jobs anymore, and I had to go full time in this, you know? So it's like, I wasn't there saying, yeah, I'm a star, look at my Instagram page and look at my followers. I was there working in retail, trying to, you know, pay my bills at the same time, you know? So it's like, you may not get money straight away, but you might have to find ways to make money while you're doing it to support your current dream, you know? And you just have to stay self-motivated. Surround yourself with people that motivate you, you know, that believe in you, that inspire you. Look up to other people that have been through similar things as you, that maybe had similar struggles, so you can kind of aspire to them and see, you know, how they went through it and how you could go through yours, you know?
I think that's so important, because if anyone's like just saying you can't do it, get a normal job, you know.
When I started, it was just YouTube. Twitter just was relatively new. Instagram wasn't even around. So when I directed Man Them on the Wall, that was another series I did, right? That got into E4. At that time, Instagram wasn't around. We had to just push it ourselves. And you know, now you got people are coming out of nowhere on Instagram, making videos on their phone, just getting famous and getting signed and all sorts. And I'm there like, what the hell? I'm making an hour, 40-minute movie on YouTube, man. I need to change what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it's like there's more opportunities now than I had. So it should be easier to kind of find, you know, access to these avenues to then move forward.
How can people watch your movie?
It's free, man. It's on YouTube. You don't need a subscription for that.
But how can they find it?
Type in Cornershop Movie. It's there. Yeah, type in Cornershop Movie, it's there. Or go on the csnetwork.co.uk. That's our production company website. All our content is in one place.
Yeah, no, good. And what's next for you? What are your plans?
What's next? I've got a few things coming out now. So I've got, I can't actually talk about it, but I co-directed a Channel 4 comedy pilot.
Wow.
Which is coming out soon. I'm in a popular BBC Three series.
Oh.
That's all I can say.
Oh, no way.
I literally can't, bro. I signed embargoes, man. You're going to get me like cut on the contract and stuff. But it will be coming out hopefully 2020, so inshallah.
Amazing.
And I'm working on what's next. Hopefully, inshallah, the next level up.
Do you think there'll ever be another corner shop?
It might be like, goodness gracious me, man. Might have a reunion. You know, like a 10-year reunion. We had Nina Wadia in the film.
Oh my God. How amazing was that?
Literally, that was like the most blessed moment for me.
How did you get her?
I called her. Literally.
Well, that's it.
I called her and I said, hey, I want you in my series. And she said, tell me when, tell me where, literally. And it felt like she was passing on the torch. That's how it felt.
Did it?
Literally, from goodness gracious me, watching her as a kid, and then to her being in my series, it just felt like she passed on the torch to me. That's how I genuinely felt. But, you know, maybe we might have a reunion episode.
Yeah.
You know.
One of the things that I made me giggle was when... the outtakes when they were talking to her and you were talking to her or someone saying, you know, how did you get on this? And he goes, he kidnapped my family.
We asked her to do a little promo and she just came out with whatever she wanted. It was nice seeing like improv coming out from her as well. Yeah, there was so many people in the film. There are more people that I wanted to bring on board, but they just weren't free.
Yeah.
And more characters I wanted to bring back, but it was a case of time and schedule. But,
Yeah.
You know, we made do with what we could.
Oh,
So.
amazing, amazing. Okay, well, listen, before we go, because I think we're running out of time.
Oh, is it? Sorry, I don't have a big watch like Shaheen from Apprentice.
Before we go, please do an Australian accent for me.
Australian, I am Australian. You can't tell me to do the accent when I am Australian. Come on.
Where did you grow up in Australia?
In Brisbane, Australia, where all the snakes are.
Right.
You know, that's where I learnt those are not your friends, those are snakes.
And can you do a Jamaican accent?
Jamaican is an accent I don't do everywhere, you know, 'cause them man try to war me sometimes, you know.
Can you do a New York accent?
New York is like, it's got an aggression to it, you know? And it comes with a lot of hand gestures.
Right.
You know, it's not just some paperwork you can just do. You know? Come on.
Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you very soon. I'm not going to be around for the next few weeks, but I will see you soon when I'm back. Take care. Bye.